During college, I was often asked in interviews whether it was difficult to relate to my peers because I was running a company. The question always struck me as strange. At the time, one of my high school friends was running for mayor, one of my best friends was graduating summa cum laude and getting accepted into every law school she applied to. I remember answering something along the lines of, "No, all my friends are doing cool things. We're just doing different cool things." One of the greatest sources of motivation in my life has been watching my friends succeed. I've also experienced the opposite. Demotivating comments from classmates and friends meant to wound or make me feel smaller. When I was in high school, there was a boy who mocked the way I looked in my CNBC interview. Another classmate insisted I must be tampering with the voting on my yearbook because there was no way that many people would vote for me. Another friend thought less of me for not going to an Ivy League school. I chalked it up to some form of jealousy and thought maybe that was normal and to be expected. After all, in Friends, before Monica gets engaged, Rachel says she's 98% happy and maybe 2% jealous. Phoebe says she's 90-10, and Rachel then amends it to, yeah, me too, 90-10. And we know comparison is the thief of joy. Is the natural assumption then that when you do big things, the people in your life can't be fully supportive? No, it isn't. Sometimes another person's success briefly makes us think about our own goals or self-assess. That's normal. But just as the Friends episode ends and the engagement is official, Rachel and Phoebe, true friends, are completely happy for Monica and not a bit jealous. That's the type of friendships I aim to cultivate, and the ones I've been blessed to have. They're wing people. People who cheer loudly, celebrate wins, make introductions, share opportunities, and remind you that ambitious goals are possible. And over the years, I've realized just how much those people matter. In the last few weeks, some friends have done amazing things. My friend Rebecca won the New Jersey 7 Democratic primary after running a phenomenal campaign. The general election this November will be one of the most closely watched and competitive contests in the country. My friend Jessie was named Banking and Finance Lawyer of the Year at this year's Euromoney Women in Business Law Americas Award. My friend Tiffany's forthcoming book, The Trust Code, reached #1 new release and bestseller status on Amazon with pre-orders alone. Between AI doomsday and AI utopia, she charts a practical path forward and exploring how to trust AI wisely. And then Jacqueline Gullett launched Leachy & Gullett Accounting with her friend Susie after 15 years as a CPA in healthcare and at Deloitte to help small business owners with their bookkeeping. They're all in different industries and have different goals and definitions of success. But the common thread is that every one of them dared to put themselves out there. I may not want their job or their exact outcome, but every time someone I know takes a big swing, it reminds me that big swings are possible. Seeing people do ambitious things is motivating. The morning Jacqueline announced her business launch, I had slept terribly and was generally in a bad mood. Seeing her post that it was official instantly made my morning better. I love seeing my friends do cool things. Their success makes me feel like more is possible. My friends' achievements remind me that ambitious goals are achievable when someone is willing to pursue them, even if I never want to be a congresswoman, lawyer, or bookkeeper. They normalize trying and taking shots on goal. And because I got to see how hard they worked and the journey they took to get to that point in their careers, I also get to see the struggle and what they were up against and beat. That's powerful. Over the last few years, I've been trying to become much more intentional about cultivating wing people in my life. While writing my book, I formed a group with other authors. As I've pursued speaking, I've joined speaking communities. In these groups, we share opportunities, celebrate wins, offer feedback, and make introductions and cheer each other on. The result is that success starts feeling less like a competition and more like a team sport. It's abundance in practice. So if you're feeling stuck, uninspired, or lacking motivation, here are 3 things I'd suggest. Celebrate someone else. Take a friend to dinner, send the congratulatory text, buy the book, share the launch announcement, cheer loudly. Join communities where people are building things. It doesn't have to be in your industry. In fact, sometimes it's better if it isn't. Surround yourself with people who are creating, launching, leading, and trying ambitious things. It's contagious. And lastly, be a wing person. Make the introduction, leave the recommendation, share the opportunity, support someone else's goal. Cheering for others can make you more invested in your own goals. Create friend tours by surrounding yourself with people who work hard and have big goals. Not because they're successful, but because they're willing to try. Surrounding ourselves with the right people won't make us feel smaller. It will make our world feel bigger.